Hi, my name is Kathy Oliveira, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. My story before Mary Kay and during Mary Kay. So I've got a little slideshow. It's pretty basic, I'm going to warn you, but you know what? It's real. It's me. I just went about an hour ago and poked through my old pictures and pulled out some pictures of my life. And Mary Kay has certainly enriched it. And I kind of wanted to tell you the story. I grew up in a kind of a middle-class family in Fallbrook, California. This is a picture of my dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, and myself in the light blue dress. Anyway, it was a happy childhood. I'm very fortunate to have been raised by my mom and dad, and my dad was the only one working. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad would teach during the year. He was a high school teacher and coach, and then on the summers he would paint houses, and he would make enough money for us to go on a vacation every year, which we really looked forward to doing. Just to let you know of kind of our income level, our vacations, which we were so happy to have, were intense. And our meals, oh no, we never went through a drive-through, much less a restaurant. Were cheese and bread and apples and cream of wheat in the morning. And maybe if we were lucky, maybe one time on the vacation, we got a steak. Anyway, it was a great life. I played competitive tennis, which really assisted me later on with Mary Kay because it made me want to win. Obviously, if you're playing a sport, you want to win, and kind of got that competitive spirit in me when I was growing up. So yeah, here I am. I had trouble finding a college picture. I probably should find something different because this one's so blurry. But I started Mary Kay right after college. I went to UC Irvine, got a degree in social ecology, had no idea what I wanted to do. Honest to God, I left UC Irvine, came home. It didn't dawn on me I'd have to have a job or live somewhere other than home. Crazy. One of the many things that I did was Mary Kay. I had some very low skill jobs, preschool teacher. That was the most amount of work with the least amount of money tied to it that I've ever done in my life. I was basically a salesperson at Family Fitness Center. That's 24-hour fitness. I did testing at the supermarket for food, you know, kind of giving out little samples and such. So I did Mary Kay during that time, but I failed at it. I didn't go to training. I swore I would never do Mary Kay again. At that time in my life, I was too young, I think, to really understand the beauty, the power, the freedom, the unlimited opportunities in being an entrepreneur. Well, I finally, after those jobs that didn't quite fit for me, I got a job as an academic advisor at a university. And I actually liked it. I got to use my brain a little bit. And yeah, it was good. I got my MBA at National University, the university where I was academic advisor. And at that point, I was lucky enough to be, because I say lucky, when you work for someone else, you don't get to choose, you know, if you're going to be promoted, right? You don't get to choose that, but I was lucky enough to be promoted. And anyway, I got to assistant dean. I liked it, but you know, during the time that I worked, which I believe was 7 years, I would drive to work and I would feel like I had just done it before, like the day before, which I had. And I felt like a little guinea pig going around one of those little guinea pig things, right? And I just thought, gosh, isn't there more to life than this? Little did I know there was. Anyway, while I was assistant dean of students, I got pregnant and I decided when we had our baby, we decided rather that I would be a stay-at-home mom. And there's little Johnny. He was such a delight, very active little guy, and I stayed home. The only problem was I don't like to cook, clean, or do laundry. So it was just a little ill-fitted job for me. Now, remember, I was never going to do Mary Kay, but my sister, here she is here with her two children. My sister had started Mary Kay. I kind of felt sorry for her, poor thing. She's going to fail. Well, she didn't fail. She did exceedingly well, sold so much product. And, you know, we do make half of everything we sell. And so as she would tell me how her appointments went, I became very jealous. I didn't tell her so, but I was, and that's the truth. Not proud of it, but that's the truth. She would have all this new jewelry. She won a car. You know, as I said, she was putting bread on the table. And I really didn't want to do Mary Kay. I didn't wear makeup. I wasn't interested in wearing makeup. I thought that was ill-fitted for me, you know, to sell makeup when I wasn't even a bit interested. I wasn't the sales type, nor did I want to be, because at that time I looked at sales as being manipulative, which it isn't. And I didn't know who to start with, to be quite honest. I hadn't been working, right? I'd quit my job. I was staying home with Johnny, and I had moved. So I didn't have my same church friends or neighbors. And my sister had taken the whole family for herself. So anyway, one day I just switched my brain. I just decided, you know what, Kathy, why are you resisting this? Why are you saying no when you know you can get some money? Or actually, I didn't say that, that maybe I had a little bit of belief in myself. Maybe you can earn some money and pay for someone to clean your house. So that would have been like $50 a week back then. So I went to my sister's house, knocked on the door. She opened it up. She lived in an apartment then. And I said, sign me up. And she said, for what? I said, for Mary Kay. She said, what? You know, because I had told her when she started, which was about 3 years earlier, that I was never, ever going to do Mary Kay. Well, boy, was she surprised when I said, sign me up. And I said, come on, let's just do this thing. Let's get me signed up. And don't expect me to do a lot, because I'm not going to. I'll probably be lousy at this business. And she said, well, there's no quotas, so you do whatever you darn please. And I said, okay, let's get me signed up. Now, the difference is that I went to training. These are some of my mentors. This is Kate Gillen up to the left here. She lived in New Jersey. I lived in San Diego. This is Doris Yonke. She lived in Florida. I lived in San Diego. This is Kathy Phillips, who lived in Arizona, Phoenix, and I lived in San Diego, but they still had a big impact on me. And I had also mentors here in the area as well. So the biggest mentor that I had, and of course I would just listen to her whenever I could get a tape or later on a CD of this woman's voice. This is Mary Kay. She started the company because she wanted to make a difference in the lives of women like herself. It wasn't for the money. It was because she wanted to make a difference. And every single time I would hear her speak, I would start crying. Honest to God, because I could feel the love in her sweet little voice. She cared. She genuinely cared about us and making a difference in our life. And she passed away a while ago, and I will never forget her. We just want to carry on the dream and the vision that she had many years ago when she started this company. Now, a little bit about my husband, Tony. He's a great guy. But when I started Mary Kay, he wasn't very supportive. he would complain. He would not want to listen to anything about Mary Kay. That's the truth. But let me tell you a secret. A good husband only wants you to be happy. And here's my secret. And it's true. He would complain about something, with, oh, I don't want to hear about Mary Kay, because I was like so happy. Mary Kay makes you so happy. You'll see if you get started in this. I was so happy. And he said, oh, complain. And then I would say, you know what, honey, I'm happier than I've ever been. And that would shut him up. He would never say, he wouldn't say anything else. And I'll tell you what, this is him at a unit meeting. And you can see me on the left with the big red bowl. I had just won my first car. That's a car driver's scarf. You see me in my red jacket. And I don't know what he was saying, but I would imagine he was pretty darn proud of me that day. And so will your husband or loved ones be when you get your first car as well. This is me pregnant with my second child. Oh, what a joy it is to have so many girlfriends that are praying for you and excited for you. And you can do Mary Kay with kids or without kids or pregnant, working full time. But here's little Chrissy. She was the happiest baby. And I don't know if it's true, but some people say that if you're so happy, when you're pregnant, your child will be too. Well, I couldn't have been happier because I was doing Mary Kay and out she came, just this most peaceful, happy baby ever. That's Christina. This is them grown up. Christina just graduated from UCLA with a degree in computer engineering. She lives in La Jolla, works at Qualcomm doing a great job. This is Johnny to the right. He's older. He's that little active boy that I showed you at the beginning. And he is a sommelier and works at a fine dining restaurant. So he is doing a great job. And just a little personal something here. The other day with Christina, she was over. She loves to come visit. She just loves it. And I'm so grateful for that. But I said, what did I do right as a mom? And what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? And she couldn't say anything I had done wrong, although I'm sure there are some things, but she didn't mention anything. But you know what's so interesting? Even though I was working at home, she said, I think the biggest thing you did right was that you were always there. You were always there for me. And it was so funny because, I was working at home. I wasn't there in the other where she was always, I'm talking on the phone or doing a party or what have you, but she felt I was always there. And that's the beauty in my mind of Mary Kay. And my son, Johnny, to the right there, I just remember he was, I think it was his 21st birthday. And he said to me, he said, Mom, if I could be half as successful as you are, I will be so proud of myself. So, what we do in Mary Kay, what you can do in Mary Kay can make a huge impact on the lives of your children. And I want to mention the lives of your husband, because this is Tony in a Scottish kilt. I'll explain later. But my husband, Tony, I always remember him on a birthday. He was up at his brother's house. I was there and we had a wonderful meal. He was smoking a cigar after the meal and he was being goofy. And he said, yep, my woman's going to retire me from federal law enforcement and I'm going to be, I'm just going to be home. I'm going to just do that. And that was such a joke. Do you know when he was in his mid 40s, he did quit. He shocked me. I won't tell you that story, but he quit his job. And you saw Christina just went through UCLA. No student debt, none, zero. We paid for everything. I paid for everything. Actually, Tony got into real estate eventually, so he helped too. And then Johnny, Chico State. Yeah, not only paying the mortgage, paying all our bills and such, but Mary Kay is even above and beyond. And I think that's what people want. They want a good life. And I think you do too. And money can give you a better life. But how about vacations? Oh my gosh, this was my first vacation that Mary Kay paid for. It was to Scotland, Edinburgh, Scotland. It was amazing. And I'll tell you, I put this picture up. I have so many vacation pictures because I think Mary Kay's paid for like 20 vacations for me and Tony. Unbelievable vacations. But the reason I put this up is because I dreamed about this vacation. I knew it was going to be to Scotland, and I dreamed about it. I visualized it, and I visualized the cobblestone streets, the smell of the air, the food, everything. And I also visualized Tony in a Scottish kilt. I did not know that he would be put in one, and that would be our gala night at the Royal Scottish Museum. But dreams do come true in Mary Kay. And our cars, I mean, this was my first car. You can see me in there. We're up at Julian. There's Debbie and her girls and such. As I mentioned, she had won a car too. And I mean, I cried when I got that car. I thought, I do not deserve this car, but I can't believe this company. I mean, a free car, unlimited mileage. They pay for my almost all my insurance, all of my tax and licensing. I've never paid a car payment. Are you kidding me? And you can have one too. This is my second car. I only drove it for 6 months, but I have Johnny in this picture. I remember I have a video of me picking up my first car, the one I just showed you. And Johnny is like, say I won my car in a year. So he would have been 3.5, I guess, something like that. And he was running around the car. My mommy won a car. My mom, look, my mommy won a car. He understood it even at 3.5. And he was so proud of his mommy. This is my second car. And then this is my third car. There's little Johnny grown up a little bit more. And I've had, I don't even know, I think a total of 14 cars since. And there's nothing like not having to make a car payment, not having to pay as a national sales director, any insurance, all tax and licensing taken care of. And unbelievable, unbelievable. Never paid a car payment. And, you know, how do you put into words the friendships? How do you put into words the memories? These are true friends. These are real friends. These are people that are with you forever. And it is a beautiful thing. And you will have, your cup will runneth over with true friends. I guarantee it. It is, Mary Kay is like a sorority that you get paid to be a part of. It really is a beautiful thing. There I am in the early days, going out probably to a facial. I had my little briefcase looking so cute and wearing my little suit. And to think I started here and now I'm a national sales director. This was a picture of the gals singing at our debut. National sales director is the highest level in our company of Mary Kay. And the suit that you see me wearing right now is a uniform. These are uniforms as well. What a day that was when a dream I could never even dream came true. All I wanted was $50 a week. And I doubted I could even do that. And to rise to the highest level in our company, national sales director, is amazing. And I just want to say that what we sell, skincare, fragrance, body care, but we also sell makeup. And makeup is an enhancement to your beauty, and it can make you look different than what you really look like. Would you agree? But I can tell you that Mary Kay is not smoke and mirrors. It's the real deal. I can't possibly tell you all of the beautiful things that that have happened to me along the way. All I can say is that I hope that you give it a try, just like I did so many years ago, because your life could be changed forever. And I hope it is. Thank you so much.